Hey guys, and welcome to this second video and the second installment in our Google Cloud YouTube playlist. And in this video we're going to create links and pages on our website. So we're going to create a page that basically looks like this. And if you haven't seen the previous video, I recommend watching that because it shows you how to create Hello World and how to host your own server. So as you can see by the URL right here, we actually have, this is actually the link. This is a server that we're hosting, and this entire section right here is basically what you learn how to create on the first YouTube video. I recommend going back and watching it, and we're gonna, in this YouTube video, we're gonna learn how to create this part right here, and that's what we're gonna do right now. So if you click on this link, it says the idea behind it is that you're typing in hello world, and then there's a link that says click to see the world's response, because the world responds to you. So you click on the link and it says, the world says hello, and then you're probably wondering, oh, how do you do that? And my response to that is it actually redirects to a different page. So if you go back here, maybe actually I'll just click on this link. So if you look at this URL right here, and change that back to red, you can see that this says / world response.asdf123.123 and all these periods right here. You don't have to add all those periods in. I just added those for like just for testing purposes. But we're basically going to create a website that just links to a page called world response. And you can also test it out and add those extra dots and extra letters if you want to. I was just testing out to see whether it still worked even if I added all those crazy links to it. So that's what we're going to do in today's video. I'm going to go ahead and open up the page, and if you actually want to cheat, just go ahead and copy and just pause and like copy all this stuff right now, but I'm going to delete all of this stuff that I did before so that we can start off by writing everything on a clean new slate. And this will take a second. This won't take that long, and I'm almost done. And there we go. So we're done. So if I refresh the page now, there's going to be no links right here. And also if I type in /world response and I try to go back to asdf123.123. .. it's going to say 404 not found because the page is not there anymore. So this is what we're going to do to create the page. First, inside of this app location right here, remember how we created that list of tuples from the previous video? All we're going to do is add a comma right in this location and then add another tuple with more values, and then another comma, and then the name of the class. So that's what we're going to do. It's very simple once you learn how to do it. But I guess if you're doing it for the very first time, it might get kind of confusing, and that's why I'm here to help. So we're going to place a comma, we're going to press enter to basically just make it more legible. We're going to create a tuple and create a new directory from it. So we're going to make it redirect to a page called world response, and then the class that handles it is going to be called world response as well. And I'm actually going to capitalize and do camel casing as the standards for class names. And this over here can actually be anything that you want. You can name it anything. You can actually name both of these things anything. But the idea is that this goes to the URL. So this is basically the URL of the page. The /, this, because there's nothing before it, it means that it's going to be the default folder. It's going to be like the first folder in your website. And then this is going to be the name of your class. You can name it anything you want as well, but I recommend making it something that you understand. So now that we have this main page here, we can basically just copy that exact same format. We're just going to create a class called class world response, and we're going to inherit as well again from request handler inside of web app 2, and we're going to create the same get function, define get, or get method actually, because it's actually like you need to do that every single time you create a new class. So you always have to define get because it's considered the init of the web app to Google App Engine. So inside of the get, we're gonna type in self.response.out.write, and we're gonna type in the response of the world. I'm going to make it H1, and then I'm going to say the world says hello. And then if we actually close this now, actually I'm not going to close it, but if I click out of it and then I refresh, nothing, there's no error message or anything. But if we go to the page called /world response, as you can see, it says the world says hello. Now the issue is, how do you get to that page if you're on this page? There's no link. So then we're going to create a link. And what I did in the previous video, or in the previous attempt of making this video, I actually made triple quotation marks so that it can be easier to add HTML into. I recommend doing this when you're creating like really long lines of HTML. That way it can become really easy to edit. So I'm going to make a new link. First I'm going to make it H2, and then I'm going to add an anchor tag href, and this means header reference. So this is an anchor link, and header reference will basically go to whatever link that you specify. I'm just going to copy and paste this world response right here, and then close that anchor tag, and then type in the link, whatever we want to display on the link there. So I'm going to type in click me to view the world's response, and then I'm going to close that off by doing /a and /h2, and then that should be it. This should be complete. Now if I refresh this page, it's going to say click me to see the click me to view the world's response. If we click on it, presto, we have this new page that we just created, and we just created that from scratch. And that is how you create new pages on your Google Cloud web server. You can add as many websites as you want. So if you want to add another page, simply do this, and then this again. You just keep repeating it until you have as many pages as you need, and you can create as many pages as you want. In the next tutorial, we are actually going to discover how to write HTML better, because this is kind of terrible. Like, who would write HTML like this? Wouldn't it be better if we had the HTML in a separate file and just import it in? That's what we're going to do in the next video tutorial. We're going to do just that. But in this one, or actually that might be a little bit too complex or too advanced for now. So I might actually just focus on other things, but I think that's what the next video is going to be about. It might be longer though, because that might be a bit complicated to do. If that's not what the next video is about, then I'm not sure. But just stay tuned, because that kind of video will eventually be out someday. And I just want to thank all the subscribers on MegaRap so far. As you can see over here, we have 99999 subscribers and 99 views. Also, 99 subscribers over here, and the same amount of subscribers right over here. So I just want to thank you guys. I want to thank all the viewers and all the viewership of this channel, and just keep subscribing and keep coming. And actually, this is actually a fake page, because I actually went in and I changed these numbers up. But if you actually go to the real MegaLabs page, you will see that I created this channel back in November 27, 2013, and I only have 2 subscribers and only 4 views. Just 4 views in this 7-year, or actually 4-year time span. I mean, it's 2017 now. This video was created back in 2013, so 4 years and just 4 views. So 1 view per year. That's my ratio right now, and I get half a subscriber every single year because I only have 2 subscribers. That's kind of sad, right? It's like the slowest rate ever. It has to be one of the slowest rates on YouTube for getting subscribers and video watchers. Is 4 views, or 1 view per year, and half a subscriber per year. Okay, so what else should we talk about? Yeah, I got feedback from my previous video that I made, this video right here. So there were comments on and I just want to thank the person that gave me the advice and tips. I'm not saying anything bad, but I'm trying to improve. Okay, I'm just doing my best. So keep giving me feedback, keep giving me responses in the form of comments, or just message it to me if you want. If anybody else has any feedback or anything, feel free to just post a comment and place it in. But from the previous YouTube video, I got comments on maybe my face wasn't necessary. It's like, I don't know, these kind of videos don't really have a face or a guy in there, right? But the thing is, I kind of want to put my face in there, because I know I'm getting older and like things change, and I know that I'm not going to look like this all my life. I want to see the progression of changes as I continue to make these YouTube videos. So if I only make like videos like this where I just share the screen and have no face or anything on it, I'm not going to know how different I look or how different I am compared to that first video. Also, the environment changes. Right now I'm actually in my office, and you can see, or like the room around me is white, whereas last night I was inside my room. So I might not be in this office forever, and I might not be in this room forever. It could be like tiny memories formed. So that's kind of why I like recording my face, even though it's not necessary inside of a programming related YouTube video. Another comment was my monotone voice, and I don't know, I just felt like really not into it last night. I wasn't super into it, and I guess I generally do have a monotone voice. I'm just probably just really boring or something in real life. I have no idea why, but that's my excuse. What were the other comments on those videos on how I can improve? So monotone, I think that was it. I think that's all that I can remember for now anyway. And my response to the person is I'm trying to improve. So thank you again for like giving me feedback, and continue to do so in these upcoming YouTube videos. And to anyone else that's watching, thank you guys for watching this YouTube video. Go ahead and subscribe, and we want to get more than 1 subscriber per year, and hopefully we can get up to that range. But right now we just have 2 subscribers, and every time we get a subscriber, I'm gonna like make a shout out just for you. So right now we have 2 subscribers. One of them is Gunny Ozan. I don't know who that is, but they subscribed to me. The other person that subscribed to me is Just Megawatt, which is actually me. That's actually me that subscribed to myself. So if you do subscribe to me, I will give you a shout out. I will click on the subscriber list. I will shout out your name, and also, yeah. So don't be scared to subscribe. If we get too many subscribers, I'm gonna stop doing that. But initially, we don't have any subscribers right now. We just have 2. So I'm gonna definitely give you a shout out for sure. And thanks guys for watching. I'll be continuing to make these YouTube videos. I'll try to make them at least once a day, even if they suck. Like I'll still try to make one and publish something. Because if I do one once a day, or if anybody does a video once a day, by the end of the year they'll have 365 videos. I don't know how useful 365 videos are, but if I keep making these kinds of tutorials, you know, there'll eventually be like long guides on every single thing, basically about anything that you want. So yeah, so just subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. I'm not gonna do too much editing on these either, because the editing takes time. So I'm just planning on hitting record, doing my thing, and then hitting stop and uploading it. Usually in my previous videos, I have multiple YouTube channels, I would record and edit, but not this time. And I kind of went on a big tangent there, like going off topic from what the tutorial was about. But yeah, if you have any questions about this tutorial, feel free to subscribe, and there's more videos like this to come. Thanks guys.